going to win the game. I mean, what's Symbol going to do? He doesn't have a high Infestor Broodlord count. He doesn't even have a high Infestor count, let alone any Broodlords. He's going to maybe try to use some of these moves right now to clear up some supply to get some Broodlords, but he doesn't even have any Corruptors yet. He's still trying to make more Spines here. Perhaps to clear up food to be able to make those, but this is just brutal. His army's actually engaging in just a couple units at a time. The mutas are actually in the natural, just kind of going for that base trade style as opposed to trying to come back and defend. The Symbol losing quite a lot. Tried to Neuroparasite, but ended up failing, of course, with those 9-range Colossi, able to pick off that 7-range Neuroparasite so easily. Stalker's being blinked back from Crank, and he's just engaging perfectly here. He's losing his natural, but who cares? It's like, oh no, you lost your natural. It was already almost mined out. No big deal. And Stalkers are actually starting to take out all these mutas as well. Symbol just a little bit too preoccupied, microing his main army, which is still losing to the Infestor, or excuse me, the Stalker Colossus ball. And this should be GG. That mothership, where is that? Did he even use that mothership? Did I just see it? Did it die? It still has it out. I don't know. Is it at home waiting to recall in case he needs to defend against the base trade? Oh, it's just sitting over at the 3rd, okay, or the 4th. Okay. Symbol, you know, retaking bases, but no drones over there. So really doesn't have much of an economy at all. It doesn't even have drones over his 3rd for whatever random reason, I don't know. But his economy's in shambles. Plus 3 attacks about to complete, which makes quite a big difference for Blink Stalkers and Colossi alike. Nice remax on Roaches to try to pick off these units. He might even pick off this whole army, but it still doesn't matter. Even if he kills every single one of these units. That's a lot of Colossi to lose, but still. I'm pretty sure Crank is okay. He did lose his Cyber Core, so that's a little bit annoying, but he's rebuilding it. He still hasn't even lost all these units. Look at that. Even though he lost all of his Colossi, he still has Blink Stalkers killing these. 2-2 for Symbol, though, against that 3-1, so they're pretty even on upgrades for that. But the economy advantage, of course, goes to Crank right now. More Harvesters, better spread out as well between his bases. And Symbol, I mean, what can he do? He needs to make some Infestors. He's got 2k gas right now. I can't believe he went to Broodlord Tech and then didn't even use it, especially on this map. I feel like Infestor would have been a much better choice, and yeah, he's just going to call it GG. Zealots killed this base, and they're going up to that top left base, and with +3, they're going to kill these Lings in 2 shots apiece. This base can't be killed off. The mothership's already above 100 energy. There's not much you can do. Well played by Crank. It all came down to that one moment. Symbol, I got to say, you know, something I was saying about him again in the Taja games is that he's a player who has great builds, great timings, great decisions, but his micro's just not quite there where other pros at his level are at. So his muta control really ended up losing him that game. He went for mutas, which is a great move on this map, but his harass really did no damage whatsoever, and it wasn't that Crank was so well prepared, even though he was very well. He did have a great defense. It wasn't that he was just so well prepared ahead of time. Symbol just, unfortunately, didn't really micro to the best of his potential. First off, he had his mutas sitting in his main until he got up to a count of like 12 or something. He was just sitting there with 8 for almost an entire minute, or it's probably more like 30 seconds. Some obscene use of hyperbole there. Not only that, but then he just didn't engage in the right places, didn't move his mutas in the right directions at the right times. Crank defended way too well, and as soon as Symbol was like, oh, I don't have the APM to keep microing my mutas, I'm going to send him home for a moment to make sure I don't lose them, and then I'll send him back in. As soon as he did that for even a moment, Crank was like, nope, I'm not letting that happen. I'm moving out. We're in close positions. You can't do that, bro. Maybe on cross positions you could do that. Close positions, no thank you. I'm going to go kill you, and that's exactly what he did. Executed it just excellently while taking a aggressive 4th straight over towards his opponent so that he didn't have to deal with just like that counterattack base trade kind of style. And he won the game for it. Nicely done. Thanks, guys, for watching. That was our last SlayerSCrank replay for the day. Hopefully we'll have some more soon. He's just such an awesome up-and-coming protoss. If you want to watch more of him and more up-and-coming players like, you know, Taja, Jakji, Lenok, Squirtle, just Puma, so many Koreans that everybody's like, oh yeah, these are like the top Koreans in the world. Well, before anybody knew who they were, everybody that watches the Korean Weekly knew. So if you wanna be a hipster nerd watching StarCraft 2, check it out at Korean Weekly on Twitter and at ESV TV on Twitter. You can just follow. We'll keep you updated on any events that we're casting, any events that are going on, and of course, subscribe to us on YouTube. That's what this is for our new YouTube channel. And if you like my casting, you can follow me as well on Twitter at ORBTL. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next replay.